All right, guys. So I'm gonna get serious. I couldn't wait to talk about this topic because I keep seeing people you know show up on my feed. Many people, well, not many, but enough for me to say I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this again. I've talked about it before, but I think it needs to be brought up again. So the fact that I consider myself a Muslim and I keep running across people who are talking about Jesus Christ, who are trying to dip into my energy and about what's going on in my situation, I'm just gonna simply have to block those people too, because it's not you're not respecting my disposition. It's funny too, because I haven't heard not one Muslim talk about my situation. Just these people who keep coming in talking about Christianity, which is not the religion of God, never was, never will be. Jesus Christ, which is actually not the name of God. Jesus Christ is an attainment. It's not. It was never to be used as a name of a almighty supreme being. Jesus is not God. The Bible clearly states that. And I notice how people love to use scriptures in the Bible that will identify Jesus as God. But every Muslim and I would think, even if you are not a Muslim, you should be intelligent enough to know that Jesus Christ is not a God. Jesus is an attainment that anybody can achieve it's an attainment. Some people say, particularly, is when you become enlightened. Now, as far as on a level of deities, Muslims understand Jesus to be a prophet, not God. And that kind of coincides with what I'm saying, because if Jesus Christ is an attainment that anybody can seek, just like Jesus told his disciples, many things that you should do greater than me, because Jesus Christ is an attainment. It's a level that you reach. It's not God. So I'm just gonna have to say, some of these people are really nice people, and I'm just gonna simply just unfollow people who talk about Jesus Christ and God and forgiveness. I love these people for what they're doing, but remember, I'm the messenger, and I'm the one. When I got something to say, I think people should listen. I don't care what disposition you coming from. I understand my position very clearly. I have not seen anybody be able to produce the things that I have produced on my YouTube channel, as far as showing who has been chosen to give out the information. I understand there's going to be many people who are going to challenge my disposition. There's many people who are going to challenge my disposition of being a chosen one. And I'm going to rise to the occasion every single time. Islam is the oldest religion on the planet. And if there was a man walking around called Jesus Christ, and you walked up to him talking about Christianity, he wouldn't even know what the hell you're talking about. Now, forgiveness is one of the 99 names of Allah. But it's funny how Allah has 99 names, but these Christians keep talking about forgiveness so much, as if that's like the only thing that God is should be capable of. I never hear the other attributes of God. There's so many attributes. All of us, but you keep hearing forgiveness. To me, forgiveness means like stupid. Now, my advice to people who have been wronged is, first of all, to forgive yourself and forgive your enemies, meaning don't try to seek revenge on them. Let God handle that. That is the only forgiveness I would advise as a messenger anybody to pursue. Forgive yourself and forgive your enemies enough to not seek revenge on them yourself. I mean, this is just basic stuff. Why don't you seek revenge on your enemies yourself? Oh, because you can end up in trouble. However, you are to defend yourself and your family by all means, by any means necessary. So I understand that I have a lot of people that are going to come up against me because I'm the chosen one. Most of the blacks in this country don't even know who they are. They don't even know they're Muslim. When you're Muslim, you get respect by people all over the world. I can honestly tell you guys that I get respect all around the world because I'm Muslim. And guess what? These people who love me and respect me, They don't even know I'm Muslim. They don't know nothing about me. People naturally respect me all around the world. They don't know what I am. I could be a Christian. They don't know what I am. I could be Hindu. I told you I get respect from people all around the world. Now I got this black skin, right? And these people from the other countries that I see every day, these people love me and I love them too. They don't even know I'm Muslim. If they did know I was Muslim, they would, guess what? They would love me. They would love me even more. But I don't have to announce who or what I am, because even in the Muslim world, there are disagreements about God, even though they all believe in Allah. So my whole thing is to show who I am by my outstanding moral character and my love for my neighbor. That is the only thing God has called me to do. That's the only responsibility I have, is to love my neighbor as myself. When people start talking about forgiveness and stuff like that, and that seems to be the only thing coming out their mouth, I don't think they really know what they're talking about, because they'll never mention the scriptures that Jesus talks about hating anybody. This is Jesus' words. He says, you can't come with me unless you hate your mother, brother, father, sister, whatever. He says, unless you hate them, you can't even, Jesus said you can't even go with him unless you hate them motherfuckers. Why no so-called person who believes in Jesus and Christianity, why nobody ever brings up that scripture? See, that's the thing about these people who call themselves Christian and think Jesus is God. They never bring up the other stuff Jesus said. And I don't mind people think Jesus is God. You can think whoever God you want to. But stop talking about one attribute of God and talk like you got some real wisdom and knowledge. Because based on what I see out here in these people's channel I'm looking at, I don't care if they reading tarot cards or chiming bells, lighting incense, folding their hands. I don't care who. I'm the messenger. Meaning I've been given a responsibility to not only listen and learn as a student, but to teach other people. I've been given a responsibility to teach. Anybody who's trying to go outside of what I am trying to teach is actually being disobedient. If you cannot understand the words that I'm saying in this message and you want to still take it someplace else, when I'm telling you the truth, you actually being disobedient. It don't matter how nice you seem. It's funny. I ain't had all these people I see on YouTube talking about my city. I ain't seen one Muslim. Matter of fact, if I was to go to the Muslim community and talk to Muslims about this situation, you guys probably know, some of y'all, if y'all are intelligent enough, would probably know what they would say about this situation. And they would not be talking about Jesus or forgiveness. Let me tell you that. There will be more talking about don't ever deal with those people again, that type stuff. They wouldn't tell you to go execute revenge. Nobody is that stupid. But they definitely wouldn't be talking about forgiveness in every goddamn sentence. That's Muslims. That's not, when you have been, your whole family has been harmed. Like I said, every time something's happened to somebody, all you hear is these people coming